When thinking of a rapper with success, awards, influence, domination, and little to no blemishes in their career, it's impossible not to mention Future. I honestly think Future has had the perfect rap career, spotless. If I had to create a rapper from scratch, I would create him just like Future, with the ability to still drop hits a decade plus in their career, being able to write major hits for others and have such a force in the culture. And not to mention having versatility, being able to make trap music where he excels the most, but can also go melodic when needed, and can express feelings and relatable things while the music's still being fire. And not to mention the unanimous respect from his peers. And that's huge. There has been little to no controversy in Future's career as a rapper. It's been nothing but wins and longevity. And I don't remember when the last Future L was. And when Future was kind of coming up in the scene at first, he wrote and gave the song Racks on Racks to the rapper YC. And at that time, that song was everywhere. That song was a hit. And that was before Future was Future. He gave that song to YC to prove to people and labels that he can write hits for anybody and is destined to be something in this music industry.
Like they didn't understand for when I did Rex, I did it on purpose to give it away to somebody because I wanted to show them that I was a writer. And then they couldn't even get it. They were so blind to the fact that I wrote a smash and it was somebody else. They just heard the smash as a hit and it wasn't my song. They didn't look at it as, oh, he wrote it. He was on it. He created it. I had the creative point behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what the reasons behind it, how people look at it, but I knew what I was doing it for. I gave it to them just because I wanted the people to see I can make anybody an artist I can develop, an artist. I'm showing labels. Give me an artist with no name and put them in the studio with me, and I can come out with something special. But I've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? I showed y'all that on Racks, but you didn't listen then.
He dropped his debut album Pluto in 2012 and his sophomore album Honest in 2014, and both projects were received well, with commercial success and platinum certified singles such as Turn Off the Lights, Honest, and Move That Dope. And with those two albums I just mentioned, debuted on the US Billboard 200, so clearly Future was made for this. Future even wrote one of Beyonce's biggest songs, Drunken Love, in 2013. So clearly it doesn't matter what genre it is, Future can and will adapt.
What happened with this Drunken Love song? Was this your song first? It was your song? Or it's just a song that sounded like it?
I recorded the song first for her.
For Beyonce?
For Beyonce. And then Detail came and worked with her. He say she didn't listen to it. He say she didn't. I don't know what happened, whatever with it. And then she didn't put it out for like 6 months. And we never know. I was like, what's she doing with the record? He was like, man, let's just make another one. We made Good Morning and a few more records during that time. Drunken Love just came out of nowhere, and I was gonna put my album. If I would have put my album out in November, she wouldn't been able to put Drunken Love out. So it worked out for her.
Did you get credit for that?
I did Drunken Love.
There's not gonna be a lawsuit here or anything, maybe.
Nah, man, no lawsuit, no bitterness and nothing, man. Like I said, I don't get into that. Like, I don't do it for that, man. I got hits for real. That's not my last song.
He dropped his Monster mixtape a few months after his sophomore album in 2014, then dropped his Beast Mode mixtape in early 2015, and then his 56 Nights mixtape a few months after that. Future was not only feeding his fans, he was starting to go on a mixtape run, and he was letting everyone know that he's him and he's here to stay. Then in July 17, 2015, Future dropped his third studio album, Dirty Sprite 2, and that album was the album that really got Future the respect he needed from everyone and labels for real. They had no choice. That album had bangers like Up Some Commas, Stick Talk, and Where You At featuring Drake. That album was ranked as one of the best albums of 2015 and the decade by several publications. It sold about 151,000 copies first week, and at the time of this recording, Dirty Sprite 2 is 5 times platinum. And a few months later, Future and Drake released a collab tape titled What a Time to Be Alive in late 2015. and that album benefited both Drake and Future. That album exposed Drake to Future's southern fan base and sound, and the album exposed Future to Drake's wider mainstream audience. So it was a win-win for both parties. And from there, Future would just drop album after album and continue to just drop hits for years, to the point where he sold his catalog for $75 million, and that's after hitting peak numbers with his 2022 album I Never Liked You, which sold about 222k copies first week, and that's 10 years at that point of his career. And to do peak numbers after that long, that's very impressive, because people usually hit their peak numbers after their first couple albums, maybe their debut album, but after 10 years, that's crazy. And I even tweeted that Future was about to go on another run, dropping albums and mixtapes to build another catalog. Future has so much leverage. Y'all should definitely follow me on Twitter, or X as they call it. I never really plug in my Twitter, but yeah, I usually tweet music, opinions, and things like that. So yeah, shameless plug there. But yeah, since selling his catalog, he's been dropping so much projects and continues to be a force in music. Future doesn't have to rely on stupid gimmicks, clout chasing, or anything weird just so y'all can listen to his music.
I can find a million Future clones all around the world.
Yes.
I don't think there's any rapper that has influenced culture.
I agree.
And music
I agree.
more than Future over the last decade. I think Future has influence. People want to be Future. People want to sound like Future. It's wild to me that we don't. It's not a big three. It is a fantastic four.
Future is just that dude, man. He has had the perfect career. I even did a poll and asked y'all who's the GOAT of trap music, and most of y'all voted Future, and it wasn't even close. But I'm still kind of disappointed y'all had Jeezy at last place. That's crazy, but yeah, it is what it is. And at the time of this recording, Future has surpassed Drake and Ye with 11 certified platinum albums, making him a male artist with the most certified platinum albums for this century. So yeah, I just wanted to salute Future and give him his credit, and this man will definitely go down as a legend. There's no question. And if you got to the end of this video, I appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up, it would help me out so much. Comment down anything below that's Future related. Subscribe if you're new and enjoy videos like this. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm out.